Welcome into the PHNX Sun Devil Show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, even a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. I am Anthony Totri, joined on this wonderful Wednesday by Shawn DePaz, Shane Diefenbach. Boys, it feels like it's been a minute since all three of us have been on a show, but it really was just Monday.
I was going to say 2 days ago.
Well, it was just we did our show yesterday.
I
and
feel
then,
like you're not used to going this long without seeing me.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I missed you, man.
I missed you too.
Yeah. We had a good show though yesterday.
Well, your hands are cold.
They're very cold. They're ice cold.
Work on your circulation, Shouty.
Okay, sorry. My apologies, guys. How are we feeling today?
We're good. I'm ready.
Yeah, how you doing, Shawn?
I'm feeling lovely.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Even after the whole Coyotes thing yesterday?
I expected it. I had already prepped myself for it mentally, so it is what I expected. Next year is the draft they really need. So
A little bit of a disappointment for Coyotes fans, but not here.
No,
not for ASU.
Never here.
We've got ASU's newest wide receiver, Camron Johnson, transferring from Vanderbilt to Tempe. If you aren't familiar with what Cam Johnson can do on the field, this is what he's bringing at Sun Devil Stadium.
12th play of the drive. Over the middle, wide open. Touchdown, Cam Johnson. Everybody's all right. Here we go. First and goal now. Pass is caught. This time, Cam Johnson. No interference, and there's a
that TD pass against Kentucky.
Ready for some touchdowns. Cam, just right off the bat, what brought you to ASU? What stood out?
I think first and foremost, I was getting to talk to Coach Wade for a long time, just sort of knowing that he has an NFL background and has played there before and played in the Pac-12 also was just something that was enticing to me. I mean, ultimately, my goal is to make it to the next level. And so having somebody who I felt like could develop me in that way was something that was huge for me. And, I mean, also just having so many coaches on staff that have been coaching in the NFL or have connections in the NFL was awesome. I think another part of it was, I'm a grad transfer at that. I don't have much time left, so I wanted to go somewhere where I could see myself being able to win as well as somewhere that needed me. And as we know, ASU's been down on receiver numbers. They've had a couple guys transfer. And so I just saw a place where it seemed like everything fit. And then, getting to talk to Emory and Paul, I think both of those are good quarterbacks. And so it was sort of a why not more than a why would I go.
Of course.
Yeah, Cam, you just talked about Emory. There's been a lot of transfers in and out of ASU, but one of the most notable ones is Emory Jones, former Florida quarterback. Have you gotten the chance to speak with him yet? And what do you just think about his game and how it's going to translate to the Pac-12?
Yeah, I actually got to talk to Emory before he even committed. I mean, Coach Wade had told me, Emory, we're trying to get Emory, so if you want to hit him up and sort of see what he's thinking, let me know. So I hit him up for a while back, probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and sort of got to talking to him and seeing what he was thinking. And then also, I played against Emory for 2 years in the SEC, so I know what he can do. I know how he can make sort of something out of nothing sometimes, and he's got a really good arm. I've gotten to see him throw, and then I also one of the tight end at Vanderbilt has sort of thrown with him before and was just telling me how good of an arm he has. So I think overall he's going to bring a lot to the Pac-12 as far as playmaking ability, being able to come in and sort of read defenses and be a veteran leader.
So you talked about the conversations you had with the coaches. I'm curious just kind of what they've talked or what your conversations have been with them in regards to what your role in the offense is going to be. And I know you have a little bit of return experience if you're going to have any role in that regard as well.
Definitely. So first and foremost, offensive wise, I'm talking to Coach Wade. I think I'm going to play a lot in the slot, but I'm not going to be exclusively the slot. That was something I also wanted whenever I was coming out, is to be able to show I'm not just a slot receiver. I can line up out wide like I did my first 2 years in college. And so I think you're going to see me in the slot a lot, but you also see me sort of out wide, Z, X, anywhere sort of my number's called upon. And then I think return-wise, probably more so punt return is where you'll see me being used. That's where I feel more comfortable. But of course, if I come in and they say, hey, we need a kick returner, I'm down to help the team in any way possible. And I always love getting to touch the ball a little bit more and maybe make some more plays.
Of course. We've talked about coaches a little bit. Your new head coach, Herm Edwards, obviously a very polarizing figure, not just in Tempe, but in the NCAA for the last couple of seasons. After talking to him, what made you confident about him being your next head coach?
I think for one is just his demeanor, his personality. I thought that he was really easygoing, sort of cool, but he also has that fire on the field, and so he was somebody I could see myself getting along with when we're not on the field, and also someone that's not going to just let me coast through practice. He's going to push me to be the best me every day and sort of demand excellence. And then I think as well, he just sort of reminded me a little bit of Coach Mason's demeanor as far as the way that we sort of interacted, the connection we had as soon as we started talking. And so, I mean, I knew how much I loved playing for Coach Mason, and then just getting to know um, Coach Herm was really cool. And so,
Yeah. So a ton of players, as I mentioned, have transferred out of not just ASU, but the transfer portal is ridiculous. It's insane right now.
yeah.
What are your thoughts about players leaving for NIL, and what do you think about NIL in general?
I'll start with the second question. I think NIL in general is great for the sport. I think that it's definitely going to end up getting regulated in some form or fashion because um, it's going to have major ramifications on college football as we're already seeing. Um, but I think as far as leaving for NIL, I think that you have to do sort of what's best for you. I mean, some guys might be in different financial situations where they're able to say, you know what, my family's good. I don't need to go here for to get money and send to them now. Some guys might need to be sending money home each month, and that money is able to help their families. So I think that it's hard to say that I'm on one side or the other. But as far as NIL goes, I think it's really good for the sport.
So one of the guys, and as far as ASU is concerned, that left for NILs, Eric Gentry, went to USC. Um, Now you're coming. Obviously, you played in the SEC where you're playing the best of the best, but now you're coming to a conference where people generally are saying it's USC. They're the team to watch in this conference, and they've more or less written everyone else off, obviously including ASU. How does that motivate you? Is that kind of challenge something you're excited about?
Yeah, I mean, at first, I love challenges. I think that knowing that they're going to sort of going into the season, they're going to be, I guess, the big dog by some people's standards is something that's going to be exciting for me, but also for the team. I mean, I can already see some guys sort of when they release the odds to win the Pac-12, some guys sort of talking about that and things like that is sort of fuel to the fire. So I think going into that game, we'll be excited to sort of show what we can do, and that maybe ASU should have been the big dog in the Pac-12.
Definitely. Want to get into some of the more fun questions. So I was reading, Darius Garland, right? You played basketball, AAU basketball with him, and then he was at Vanderbilt at the same time. I'm curious just what your guys' relationship is like, and then what would it take for you to sit here and tell us that you could beat him one-on-one?
So Darius is probably one of my best friends. We grew up playing fourth grade basketball together, AAU. He lived in Gary, Indiana at the time. I lived in Kentucky. The way that the AAU rules work, if you're touching states, you can play on the same team, all that stuff. So we were able to play until about seventh grade, and his mom wanted to get him out of Gary. My mom wanted to get me out of the small town I was living in. And it just so happened that another one of our friends who was on the team lived in Nashville. His parents wanted to get him into a private school at Brentwood Academy, which is where I went to high school. And so they were like, why don't y'all two come to Nashville? And so our parents both moved us up here. We went to high school together, and it just so happened that we ended up going to the same college, things like that. I got to go to All-Star Weekend with him this year. He comes back in town, so I eat dinner with him or go over there and hang out probably 2 or 3 times a week right now. So we're still super close. As far as beating him one-on-one, I mean, I got confidence in myself. I tell him all the time that I would beat him one-on-one. If that would actually happen, it's probably not a good chance. But
Maybe when you're here, you can
Gotta have some confidence.
you can channel the other Cam Johnson in the valley.
yeah, there we go.
Well, little bit of a sore spot. I'm not gonna lie. You talked about it. Emory Jones last year against Florida, 42-0. Do you have any plans on getting back to them? I know you got the gaming headset on. Maybe blanking him in Madden. Is that something that's gonna come up when you see him?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get back some way somehow because they gave us a pretty good beat down a couple times. So I'm gonna have to find some way. I'm not sure yet, but if he wants to play Madden, hey, I'm all for it. I think I got him in that.
Hey, we'll commentate it if that happens.
I'm here for that.
You can play. Come to the studio. We can play right here. All right. So one of my favorite questions to ask is about your drip, like the on-field drip, what you're rocking when you're on the field, and then off the field. Do you think you a fashionable dude, or you kind of just a shorts and t-shirt kind of guy?
I'm not gonna lie. Off the field, I'm really a shorts and t-shirt guy unless like I'm stepping out. Then I can put a little something together. Then I got you then. On the field, I the crazy thing is I'm very superstitious. So my junior season, whenever I had my best year, I had like a certain like go-to drip for every game that I wore, and I still do it. I might have to change it this year though. So.
Well, you talked about being superstitious. Do you have anything you do pregame that you're going to bring to ASU in terms of rituals?
I don't not necessarily any rituals that I have. I'll always wear my eye paint the same way, the way you sort of saw it in the photo that you guys were promoting. I've done that since my freshman year of high school, so that's something that I'll never change just because I feel like if I do, I'll have a bad game. So.
We've talked a little bit about the Suns. We brought up the other Cam Johnson. Obviously, the Phoenix Suns are pretty popular right now here in the Valley with what they're doing in the playoffs. You mentioned you'd played basketball a little bit growing up. I'm curious if you could play in the NBA right now, who would it be for and why?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I would either have to say Cleveland to play with Darius because that would be cool. That was sort of our childhood dream. But taking that out of the equation, I would probably play for the Miami Heat.
That's always
just
a good
because,
answer.
yeah, I think that the city's awesome. I think Coach Spoelstra got to come talk to us at Vanderbilt one time. So I know how good of a head coach he is and just how good of a dude he is. So I think that would be a fun place to play, but also, I mean, they win as well. Like,
Yeah.
What position
can't
are you
beat it.
playing?
In basketball,
Yeah.
I mean, I would have to play the point guard. Now, in high school, growing up, I played the 2 guard because when you got the number 1 point guard in the nation,
I'm assuming you forgot about the Phoenix Suns, right? Like you want to
yeah.
They already
That's
got
all
a
it
Cam
was.
Johnson.
Cam Johnson
Yeah.
squared.
Yeah, I already get enough tweets of people thinking that Cam Johnson _23 is him. So I'm good. I got to stay away from Phoenix on playing with the Suns.
Maybe at some point, maybe April Fool's next year, you can change your profile picture to him because he actually doesn't have a Twitter, and people try to make fake Twitters all the time for him. So
Yeah.
This is Cam Johnson's burner account right here.
I gotta ask. I also like asking about the number. Like, what number you plan on wearing when you're here, and like, kind of, what's your thinking behind that? Where'd you get the number from?
So I haven't they haven't asked what number I want yet. If I don't know what's available. I know there's a couple single digits which I'd like to sort of stay in. 7 would be my favorite, but I saw that there might be a quarterback who has 7 already. So we'll sort of have to. So we'll have to see. If not, then I would probably go with like 2 or 0 or something. But 7 really just means a lot to me because my dad passed when I was younger. He wore 27. I wore it in high school, and then when I got to college, I was like, it was fun wearing 27 while I was in high school. I want to keep a part of that, so I kept the 7. But I did not feel like 27 had enough drip for college, so I had to let that one go. Not for a receiver.
I like 0 though. I think 0 would go hard too.
0 will go
Yeah.
hard.
Regardless,
hard.
Regardless, is whatever number you're wearing, it's going to look good in the back of the end zone at Sun Devil Stadium. Before we get out of here, do you have any final message to ASU fans ahead of the season?
I would just say that me and the guys are going to be working all summer. We're definitely going to put a good product on the field, and I can't wait to come score some touchdowns for you guys and sort of just get to know everybody and put on a show. That's what we're going to do.
Awesome. Love to hear it. Cam, thank you so much for taking the time this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Have a good one. Guys, just a lot to unpack there. For you, what was just kind of the main takeaway from that?
The excitement to the statement itself of saying I chose Arizona State because it was a place where I could win.
Yeah.
And that's something that you don't hear a lot of people say that aren't involved in football, obviously, because they don't really know. And that's something that I've tried to preach this entire time. Yeah, things might look bad on the outside, but nobody except for the coaches and players know what's going on in practice in the locker room, and transfers as well. So yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, to hear that he has talked to Emory Jones, and to see that like he's gonna get to do kind of like in his conversations with the coaches, he's gonna get to play all over the field.
Yeah,
like that's exciting. Obviously, something that we've touched on a decent amount is the questions around the receiver room. To see that we're gonna have someone that's gonna be that versatile, can be used in a bunch of different roles, and be used in the return game, and someone that's willing to help out. Like he said, he's more comfortable on punt return, but if they call his number on kick return, he has no problem doing that. Like someone that has that kind of mentality to be used wherever his number's called is good, and especially the team that's having this much turnover.
Yeah, 100%. A guy that's what I was going to say is that's so versatile on the field, whether it be offense, special teams. It's one thing to be able to line up in the slot consistently. It's another thing to play the slot, the X, Z, all those positions. That's going to be huge, especially with you're getting a new quarterback in Emory Jones. I feel like they're going to have a strong connection together. Both coming from the SEC, they've played against each other. It sounds like they've already got some good banter, some good conversation.
He has an NBA All-Star like in his ear.
Yeah,
like, you have someone like that you can bounce just the feedback, get feedback from.
Yeah.
Like that's dope to have someone like that be his best friend.
Yeah,
like, that's just cool.
Can we say Darius Garland, friend of the program?
I mean,
he's a friend of a friend.
Yeah. Friend of a friend of the program.
Yeah, friend of a friend of the program, Darius Garland.
We'll see. I would love to see those two play like 2K or something, and just
we might have to. We might need to get Cam and Darius in the studio when Cleveland comes to play the Suns next year.
Either that or just
Emory
we need both Cam Johnsons. To play something.
Just get all the NBA players in the studio.
Yeah,
we got to like that.
Phoenix Suns will be on the pod today.
I mean,
day before game.
Not even on the Suns pod, just on our pod.
Yeah, they delayed their travel to come on the PHNX Sun Devils pod. DeAndre and Chris Paul will be playing Yahtzee live while everybody cheers them on.
We're gonna have to have a conversation with Cam if the Miami Heat end up playing the Phoenix Suns in the championship. Yeah, might be a problem.
Not gonna happen, but yeah.
I mean, if you're Mike Luke,
last night, I don't know what to think about the East anymore.
Why?
What happened with that?
The winner
Miami
of the
game?
Boston Bucks.
Joel Embiid didn't want to be there. Embiid did not want to be there.
It didn't. I mean, he's hurt.
Dude, James Harden and Embiid combined for 31 points.
Yeah, but Embiid had 6 in the first half.
What does that have to do with anything?
I think you're making the same point.
Are we making the same point?
They combined for only 31 points.
Yeah, we're making the same point.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Thank God that there was 3 of us on the show, because at any given point, 2 of us could just be like on completely different pages.
Yeah.
Actually, 9 times out of 10, that is exactly what is happening.
What's going on here? What's this?
It's a logo.
What is it?
It's a little wolf guy.
I like how it
Is
feels.
that your spirit animal, or are you a...
Yeah, I feel like Totri. Have you ever seen that, like, those wolf... I have a couple wolf shirts.
Yeah.
It's going to be part of my sleeve.
Really?
Wolf?
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, this is a great time to tell you guys about the offer on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. We were just talking about the NBA. And DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NBA. And this week, new customers can bet just $5.
It's a great day because Al Horford plays basketball.
On any team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. Shane mentioned Al Horford, the Celtics back in action with the Bucks tonight. And what's the other game? The Warriors and Grizzlies again?
Yeah.
Warriors and Grizzlies.
Game 5.
I need to stop. Well, I'm not going to, but I need to stop betting on NBA playoff basketball.
Really? You've been getting killed?
Yeah.
It's not
I've been doing really well in NBA or the playoff basketball, except for the Suns when I'm like, Chris Paul, come on.
Yeah. No,
Come on,
that's
Chris
literally
Paul.
what I
Do
started doing. I
something.
was like, I was
It's the
poking with a
stick.
stick.
But
Reggie
like,
Bullock 4+3s though.
I think I'm 7 for 8 in team totals when I bet on them on the or not team totals, like over unders on the show, on the bet show.
So do we have a
I don't know how I
DraftKings
did
Sportsbook
yesterday.
pick of the week?
Yeah, it's Al Horford over 2.5 made threes at plus money tonight.
Ooh, love that.
Yeah, well,
Dude, he was going crazy.
I know. It was really funny. Me and Shawn were watching the game here at the studio after I forget. I think it was Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Monday when he had a playoff career high. And I picked him on the bet show that day to go over 11.5 points. I was like, come on, 2 more points. And then he just goes stupid. And me and Shawn are just giggling like children.
That was Al Horford, man. Don't piss him off.
Yeah.
Dude, Al Horford, goat. My DraftKings pick of the week is over 8 runs in the Arizona Diamondbacks game today versus the Miami Marlins.
Oh,
Why,
man.
Shawn?
Because we'll be there.
We'll be there.
So if you happen to be at the Diamondbacks game in an hour, come find us. Come say hi if you see us.
We'll make it a hide and seek.
Yeah. We'll send like
DM me on Twitter if you're there, and I'll hide.
I want to know how to
2 minutes.
pronounce this YouTube.
Kahana.
Is it Kahana?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's a
Kahana.
badass
Kahana's
name.
always in a different place in Arizona.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's either like he's like
Usually in Litchfield Park.
yeah,
I feel.
usually, but then like one time he commented hello from Litchfield, and then he was somewhere else on the Sun Show. He said hello from. Ooh.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
he's in the
So I think
car.
he's at work and then goes.
It's part of the multiverse.
Either wherever you're coming from. Thank you for being here.
My DraftKings Sportsbook pick of the week
Nobody
is
cares.
Wow, it's probably someone's like
probably
it's probably a
somebody's
point guard's
under in
under on
rebounds.
rebounds. Yeah.
Yeah. Desmond Bain under 4.5 rebounds.
finished.
Bismack Miyambo over half an assist.
Stop
That's
right
hot,
now.
though.
Stop right now. I'm gonna just go Warriors spread. I think.
What is it?
I don't know, but whatever it is. I think it's minus 4.
It is currently -4. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
I think they wrap up the series tonight. And
So
I
do
think
I like
they do
Grizz
it.
money line.
No, ew. Without Ja, with how
Bro,
shitty their
hedge.
shooters
I
played.
bet on Grizz money line last game and it almost hit. So
Hedge.
I don't want to talk about that last game. That last game hurt me.
you took Warriors money. Oh yeah,
I took
Yeah.
Warriors minus
You got
4.5
Dylan
and
Brooks.
Dylan Brooks at that half court buzzer at the end.
Hashtag Dylan Brooks.
God, it was rough. It was rough.
Oh, it's sad that the West is decided. Or
It
not
is.
decided, but it's like
Yeah, we're getting Warriors
it's,
Suns.
It's Warriors.
Whoa!
Well, no. I
Guys!
didn't say the Suns.
My God!
I didn't say the Suns. I just meant the Warriors. Like I like the Ja being hurt. Like the Grizzlies aren't a threat anymore. That's what sucks. to me.
Jesus,
It is what
guys.
it is.
I like Ja.
Again, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code
Double
PHNX. Bet $5 on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's promo code PHNX. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. New customers only. A minimum of a $5 deposit. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Guys, we've got a lot still to get into today. I want to start with before we get to
Okay.
that. Before we get to that. That's good stuff. We want to talk about the good stuff.
Oh no.
Let's put the shit
No,
behind us.
no.
We're gonna
Oh,
put
dude.
the shit
No.
behind
I
us.
tweeted this last night.
Sun Devil
wanted
fans, close your eyes.
Emma,
close your ears. I wanted to
Do it.
cry and then throw up again and then cry some more.
Oh goodness! If you don't know, ASU women's basketball star player Jade Loville
I have tears in my eyes.
has decided
Dude.
she's leaving us to transfer for the shithole down south, the Arizona Wildcats.
I'm not. I feel like someone. I need someone to pull the knife out of my back. How do you do that? How do you do that?
She's fake. That's.
Yeah, usually I'm like, oh, I wish you the best. Like I understand.
I'm
that
all
you're
here for
transferring
athletes
me.
transferring to the.
Just not the biggest goddamn rival.
She pulled the rug.
I literally have tears in my eyes. I got a little bit too much into my emotions there, and I.
Wow,
I
you
literally
okay?
have- yeah.
How do
I
you
feel
do
betrayed.
that? I mean, exactly what Charles said. Betrayal.
Yeah.
Like, how do you look in the face of your teammates at ASU?
And it's not like a
I can't-
role player. This is a star player. This is a player that's
Yeah.
going to
There are
get-
2 stars transferred in conference.
Yeah.
Oh God!
And like usually I'm like, oh, I wish I'm gonna wish them the best, like all the success. I genuinely all the personal
Well,
accolades
that's
you want.
fine to do until it affects your team. This is directly impacting
Economics.
the Sun Devils.
Yeah, as have you could drop 50 a game, but I hope you lose every single one.
Thank you, Cody. She's fired. 100% fired.
Can we fire somebody that transferred?
Yeah,
Can we fire
you're
someone that we
fired.
didn't employ?
I mean,
I'm firing ourselves from the Jade Loville fan club.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
we are dissolving the Jade Loville fan.
We're liquidating it.
Yeah,
We're
Two
liquidating
people.
it. We're buying stock.
We're
To
liquid-
Mike Luke.
in
We're,
what?
we're buying stock in a Jaden Simmons fan club.
We have traded
I was just gonna
Like
put all
Luke.
the stock in the Cam Johnson fan club.
We can
the
disperse.
ASU fan club. This is our collective. No money, but just
we can do
fandom.
whatever. Treason of the highest order. Yeah, like
It
what?
really is.
If this was like old timey stuff, like what would happen if you transferred? Like
It's
I'm
espionage.
it
That's
is
what's happening.
straight, literally. Yeah, this is.
She's committing war crimes by spying.
I was gonna say Benedict Cumberbatch. Not what I meant. Benedict Arnold.
Hmm.
A traitor.
treason.
But maybe if she wants to be real Benedict Arnold, she's there as a mole.
That's what I was saying. Espionage.
Okay. Well, at this point, Jade Loville is no
Is that a mole?
longer a member of the
Climbing out of its
ASU
hole.
women's basketball team, and she is now
The mole hole.
Enemy
that
number
is
one?
Tucson.
who's enemy number one? Her or Taya?
Oh, her.
Her, 100%.
Really? Because Jade was only here for a year. Taya was
Well-
here for her whole career.
Enemy number one.
Jane Daniels.
No, enemy number one is Grimace from McDonald's because that motherfucker is
Oh my
scary.
God.
No, I love Grimace. Are you kidding me?
Of course you do.
I was a huge McDonald's guy when I was little. Like I had movies of the McDonald's characters.
Movies.
Yeah, there was movies of like the Hamburglar Grimace.
This
Bro,
motherfucker's like really crying.
The Hamburglar
No, I
goes.
legit had tears in
The
my eyes.
Hamburglar goes hard.
The Hamburglar, dude.
I'm a
You
big
want to talk
fan of
about
the
drip?
This is a
Hamburglar.
Hamburglar safe space.
This is a pro Hamburglar podcast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dress up as the Hamburglar. Please remind me. I'm gonna dress up as the Hamburglar for Christmas or for Christmas. Wow.
What?
Maybe
That's
for Halloween.
That is one of my favorite jokes, though. Asking what people are going to dress up as on the holidays where you don't dress up as anything.
Cody brings up a point. At least ASU knows how she plays that
True.
game, as if it wasn't already like circled on the calendar every year. I mean, this
Now
is
it's
It is gonna
circled
be-
like a.
it's circled
It's
twice.
circled
It
twice
is, they
like
cut.
an eagle.
They ripped it out of the calendar, and that's the only thing they have.
Mm.
Like, it is interesting though because she's probably gonna have to play a significantly different game than she played here. Like here, she was
a
the
scorer.
focal point of the offense. Like it was her first, and then kind of everyone else. And first off, Adia Barnes, a terrific coach, and that roster in Tucson is going to be much deeper than the one that is here. That's just the reality of it. It's going to be interesting to see how she fits into that, and if that hurts her game at all, not being the number one. Just go get yourself a basket.
It is what it is. That's enough. We talk about espionage and treason. It is time.
Can you load me?
Dear God.
Fire!
For the people that don't, that aren't watching and just got that on audio, Shawn literally got up and loaded a rocket into
An
Oh, wait,
actual
no,
rocket.
no, one of
an
these.
actual,
a
there's a hole
legitimate,
in it.
a legitimate rocket.
Load it in.
We're loading rockets again. ASU softball getting ready to take on Washington for the last
Getting ready to wrap
regular
up the
season
Pac-12.
series of the season before postseason play. They can wrap up the Pac-12. I mean, it's pretty much already wrapped up. But like,
Come on now.
pretty much.
We're just doing
I'm-
things to piss people
I'm
off.
saying
though.
pretty much already.
Yeah, but
pretty
that's
much.
still bad.
It's pretty much. They've got Washington. We talked about how Washington isn't a team that you should sleep on in terms of conference record. They are number 3 behind UCLA. Any predictions?
A Rocket League, if you will. I will not, Charles. But I like that.
Any predictions for this series? They're playing at Washington. ASU has only lost 2 conference or 2 road games at all this season.
You're going 2-1?
Yeah, you know, I want to go sweep. Yeah, fuck it. No, I'm going sweep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this series is gonna be much like somebody underpaid, undervalued, and very sanitary. A janitor at a school because they're sweeping.
I think you're doing mop.
I feel like I should
No, they
say.
sweep too.
I feel like I
But
should.
yeah,
It's
mostly
a
mopping.
I
push
feel like
broom now.
I should say they don't sweep just because if I say they will sweep, then they won't sweep.
Yeah, that's
You
fair.
know. So I'm gonna say they go 2-1.
It's a lot of words.
Wink, wink.
Oh God.
Going 2-1.
Thought you just made
Thank
me feel-
God he did that to you and not me.
Yeah, he made me feel warm inside.
You're welcome.
You might have cried if you.
I mean,
Dave.
It was weird because when you cried, only tears came out of the left side.
Yeah, no, or right side.
No,
No,
your
no,
left
I
side.
had tears in the
We're
side.
done with the vacuum,
Um,
Cody. We're not doing that anymore.
I don't have
No
it. If it was
vacuum.
right here, I would. The vacuum is cursed though because they didn't sweep.
Yeah.
So, but
Can't
the
sweep with
reason
a
my
vacuum.
initial gut was to go 2-1 is like Washington is a very good team. Like they're still
Yeah.
Yeah.
top. They're what 12th in the country right now. Depending on where you look,
31-9, right?
like 34-13.
I don't know where I found that number.
Probably before the
Probably a couple
last
weeks ago.
series.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that would have been their.
No,
No.
that's like 2 weeks
That's
ago.
2 weeks ago. I
Whatever.
don't know. But
I'm just making things up.
well, that's according to Softball America. I'm looking at the rankings. But Softball America has them 12th in the country. It's a very good program. Like that's why my gut reaction was like, this is gonna be a fight. I am a firm believer, like we talked about in the stories, and an extension of that is people playing spoiler. So like I think Washington's gonna come out here hard, trying to prevent ASU from locking up the conference.
Is this another Friday, Saturday, Sunday series?
Let me double check. I believe so. No, Thursday through Saturday.
Okay. I said this as a joke the other day. Weather in Seattle, rainy. It's going to be wet. Just throwing it out there. I'm sure the
Interesting.
Huskies are more
Equipped.
equipped.
Yeah. That's another thing. Like
Also, high of 49 degrees on Thursday.
So yeah, I feel like this is just a classic. Like I feel like it doesn't really matter the sport. It's hard to win in the Pacific Northwest. Like
Yeah.
Unless you're playing the Seattle Kraken.
Yes.
And it's pretty easy.
I think you could argue, and this is totally off topic, or not really, but like in terms of all the Power 5 conferences, the Pac-12 in terms of like opposing stadiums, arenas, ballparks, whatever you want to call it, like has the largest discrepancy in terms of difficulty playing. Like for ASU example, playing at Washington, playing at Colorado, playing at Utah, like all of these different environments outside of just like the actual arena. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Miami playing in like Pittsburgh and Syracuse is inside, but like the ACC is kind of similar. Like it stretches the coast. But yeah, that's fair. I feel like when you're USC or any of these schools in the Southwest here, and then you have to go up to Pullman or Seattle, that's definitely tough. Utah's and Colorado, like you said, the elevation, that's a whole different animal. So yeah, that's probably a fair statement.
Yeah, it's like getting out of a jacuzzi when it's really cold out.
Yeah.
But then being at Wazoo and coming to ASU, it's like getting in a jacuzzi when it's cold out. So
yeah,
it's nicer for them. Jacob brings up a good point though. He says it's great that ASU ends regular season against two top 15 teams.
Yes,
gets them ready for postseason. 100% agree, especially if they can keep this momentum going and sweep.
100%. They're going to keep the momentum going. So are we. Let's talk about another ball and bat team. ASU baseball had a phenomenal night last night.
GCU
beat GCU, the number 25 team in the nation. Okay, there we go. I was waiting for you to just shit on either a state or a school.
Listen, it's
ASU.
Fuck all the ops, and GCU
is the most oppy school.
It's
in
the
Arizona.
most op. It's like it's not op really. It's more narc. It's more narc energy.
They're still ops.
Yeah, I guess they are, but like when I think ops, I think like rival. Like
we put those lopes on the top of a fireplace.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking?
Damn.
You remember the Jimmy Neutron episode where they hunt caribou?
No.
Oh, well, there's an episode
That's
where
such
they
a
hunt caribou.
random episode.
Yeah, I think about it relatively frequently. But we went hunting for some lopes.
Yeah, if you didn't know, ASU baseball beat GCU
with a bat.
6-4. Yeah. What? Nice. 6-4. They scored.
GCU with a bat.
Sun Devils scored 3 runs in the top of the first, and then proceeded to score their last 3 runs in the 7th, 8th, and 9th.
I didn't get a chance to watch the game last night because I was producing the Sun show, but I saw on Twitter, I forget who said it, I apologize, but somebody said on Twitter that the announcers for GCU kept saying that ASU has no like closing help. They don't have a closer, and then they shut the hell up in the 9th inning when they didn't score.
Oh, well, they might not have shut up. They might have just had to go home because of the curfew.
Dear God. ASU baseball still got a couple series left in the season, starting at home against Oregon Friday, Saturday.
Little 81 reunion.
Sunday. What are we thinking?
I don't know with this team. They're playing well. Look, when we were talking to Doug yesterday, he said exactly what we've kind of been saying. It's baseball. You get
it's weird.
You get hot bats in the Pac-12 tournament. Anything can happen. So
1-4 in a row. They're now 500 in conference, 24-25 on the season.
Telling you, they're going to finish a tick over 500.
Yeah, I think that was what I had said, like a game over 500. I think
it's
tough. I mean, literally, like we were just saying, the final season of their final series of the regular season in Pullman. So that's going to present the same challenges we were just talking about with the softball team. I think they got 6 games left. I think they go 3-3.
You think they go
at this point? I think
2-1 this weekend, 1-2 next weekend.
Yeah, I just think, especially if the weather's not great, like Pullman is going to be a hard place to play.
Yeah, and they're not good on the road. They're 6-14 so far in the season on the road versus 18-11 at home.
Yeah. So actually, no, I'll say that because I want them to finish at least 500.
Wanting them in what you think is going to happen are different.
I know.
Shawn battles with every day. Though.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll stick.
I feel like somebody's getting ready to kick the broken vending machine of bad ideas.
No, I'll stick to my guns. I'll stick to my guns.
2-1 this weekend against Oregon. 1-2. Yeah. That's exactly where I'm going.
I mean, if they want to prove me wrong in a good way,
I'll here for 6 in a row.
I'll go off. Sweet, go double sweet.
I'm going 2-1 both series.
I love that.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that would have them finishing above 500.
Quick maths.
Don't make me leave again. Don't make me leave again. Also, rewatch that clip of you guys doing the All-State thing multiple times, and just like how in sync you were.
Yeah, that was
synchronicity. Is that a word?
Synchricity or
synergy. Synergy.
Yeah, but let me see. Go ahead, keep talking.
It was phenomenal.
It was. The first time I watched it, I was like, "Holy shit!" I didn't realize how like flawless
That's why I had to leave. There was like I couldn't just sit here and deal with that for the rest of the time.
Hold on now.
Synchronicity.
It's a word.
Synchronicity.
Thank
Synchronicity. That's Kevin's band in The Office.
Okay. Also, that's not Siri, right? We can't call her Siri. That's a different voice.
No, that's the
That's Cynthia.
that's Google Mama.
Google Mama.
That's what I'm calling her.
She doesn't have a name.
That's
Just Google
Chrome,
Mama.
That's Chrome Mama.
Okay. It is. I just whatever, man. Google Mama.
Producer Emma saying "mommy" behind the mic.
Chris brings up that
Mommy?
it's
Stop
so
it.
mean to have live shows concurrently.
Yeah.
We are sorry. This is just the situation at hand right now, but that it's
We
not.
try not to have this happen.
It's not always that way. You guys know it because you're members of Go PHNX, and if you're not, head to gophnx.com today and become a member of the family. Because when you do, either a free T-shirt from the locker or your first month for 50 cents just for signing up. Not only do we have the best merch in Arizona, we've got some phenomenal hats, which I guess are also technically merch. What kind of hat is that?
He's double
Is that a dad
merched up.
hat?
Daddy hat.
Daddy hat.
Daddy hat?
There's gotta be
Okay.
a daddy hat.
It's a dad hat.
Dad hat,
And then
trucker hat,
Double merged up.
double merched up.
snapbacks. This is
Merched
not
up,
a
What you
merch.
walking around with all
Shorty.
this merch? Double merched up on a Wednesday afternoon.
That's why your arms are looking so big today. It's the PHNX shirt.
Merged up,
We have to have an
shorty.
excuse.
Again, head to gophnx.com, become a member of the family. Because when you do, either a free T-shirt from the locker or your first month for 50 cents just for signing up. Guys,
Real quick, do
Yeah.
you think Jade and Kirk Reese are going to be friends?
no.
No.
I think they might.
Okay.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
Okay.
I just like the idea.
I
of
think
them
they're
being
going to be the Joker and Harley Quinn. I think it's going to be
so friends.
no.
Let's get on to our last
No.
topic of
Um,
the day because we got bets coming up in 20 minutes.
It's now our staple segment on Wednesdays. It is
Yeah.
time for
It's a snake draft.
On the Clock. Given the who won last week, I will go first. You came in second, so you would like
third.
and then you get second. You've also done horribly
I have done really poorly
these last couple of times.
I'm hoping that the fact that I put no thought into this.
Yeah, I honestly normally I have a
Feels
draft
ridiculous.
board for this. I'm not like I just came up with it this
I
morning.
feel like, but this one is tough because like with the Marvel one, you can do a level of objectivity. Like our first round picks were like
So what are we drafting
objectively.
today, guys?
We're gonna be drafting fruit, which I feel like is a unique topic. We're not gonna go like don't give me it has to have a seed, like none of that shit. Like if it's a fruit, you know what a fucking fruit is.
Tomato is not a fruit. A tomato is a fruit, but we're not drafting.
Yeah,
tomatoes,
like I'm
right?
not gonna say you're drafting avocado either.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. Okay.
It's got to be a fruit in spirit, not in science.
Emma,
Oh my
on the clock.
God.
with the first
Why does this always happen right before we're about to draft?
with
Were you
the
gonna draft
first
tomato first overall?
We're gonna
no,
draft avocado first.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna go with
It's horseshit.
strawberries. I think
Fucking normie.
they I like strawberries. What the fuck?
I love strawberries. I think that's
they
a
go
great
good
pick.
with
I
everything.
think it's a great pick.
Like, and it's a solid fruit. You can't find a lot of people that don't like strawberries. I feel like.
Normie.
Okay, whatever. Call me a normie because I like fucking strawberries. Out of all the things you called me a normie for, that's the worst one.
I agree. Strawberries are great. I am gonna go. This might be bad. I'm really just gonna draft my favorite fruit. I'm
That's what you
going.
should do.
I'm going
That's how you should
peaches.
always do it.
I'm going peaches.
Peaches is a good one. I like peaches.
I'm not a big peach guy, but that's
Yeah,
just
that's
because I don't like them.
I love peaches.
They're a good fruit. I
Let's
just
see
think.
you get niche with fruit.
I'm not getting niche with fruit. Give me nanner.
Bananas
yeah.
good.
Nanner's
Nanner
always
potassium.
good.
I do love bananas.
Versatile.
I consider that.
They are versatile too. Yeah.
And give me my favorite fruit, a blueberry.
Oh, that's a good one. That was
that's
on,
a
that was
solid
on
back to back.
my mental draft board. I'm gonna go mango.
Damn.
I love mangoes.
Damn it. That was a good one.
Two fruits that I don't like that much.
Yeah, well,
Really? You don't like mangoes?
I'm
No.
getting tropical with it.
Peaches.
Get tropical
Peaches
with
I
it.
like more than mangoes. The mango flavor just doesn't. I don't like it that much.
Oh, that's
I don't
fair.
know.
Go off.
But again, a good fruit.
I'm gonna go with watermelon.
Watermelon is a great one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watermelon, and on the way back, I'm gonna get Granny Smith apples.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a great pick.
I'm going oranges.
Oh, that's a good one. I
Yeah.
forgot about oranges.
You forgot about.
I forgot
oranges.
about
That's crazy.
oranges.
I was afraid you were about to draft them there because it literally just popped into my head as you were talking.
Blackberry.
Oh,
Interesting.
Bad pick.
Interesting pick.
Really?
Blackberries are good, but not this high.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not a big blackberry guy.
These are my third and fourth picks.
No,
so-
go off. But
Has potential.
yeah,
High ceiling, low floor here.
high bend.
No, they don't have high bend.
Quick out of the gate.
I don't know where I'm gonna go with this because I don't want to go what I'm thinking.
All my fruits are
Ooh,
orange.
Can I
thought-
please go avocado? Like,
No,
No.
that is not. That is
That's
not
like
a
that's
fruit
like the
in spirit.
Starbucks pick for
Okay,
the
okay,
fast
okay,
food.
Okay.
Blackberry, interesting.
Yeah, if the chat wants to give me some, because I'm definitely about to be scraping the bottom of the barrel.
I'm gonna go raspberry too.
That's a great one. Yeah, I love
A lot of
raspberries.
berries. A lot of berries.
Yeah, big berry guy.
Big
I'm a
berry
huge
guy.
berry guy.
What do I have? I have
Oranges.
I want to draft something else orange, but I can't think of something.
There's
You
have orange, mango, and
peach.
peaches.
I'm going.
That's a solid 3.
I'm gonna go. I was gonna get something a little controversial, but I haven't had one in a long time. I'm gonna go plums.
Damn
Love
it,
a good
man!
plum.
I was gonna go
Love a
plum
good
too.
plum.
They're juicy, bro.
I hope
They are good, but I
they're-
don't know about how well that's gonna.
I hope
Really?
you don't draft, or I hope you draft one because I want to draft. No, just go. I don't want to. I'll explain myself after.
I think I'm gonna take what you're thinking.
I'm next, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my 4th pick. I'm gonna go with a pear.
Shout out pear.
Shout out all the pear.
I like pears. And for my final pick, this is a tough one. This is gonna be super niche, I feel like, but I like
fruit,
it.
bro.
It's super. It's a niche fruit. I'm gonna go with the guava.
It's not that.
That is kind of a niche.
Have you ever had? So when I was in Hawaii on like this cruise with my family, not an actual cruise, but it was just like they sail you out and you look at the ocean. It was like a booze cruise, but for just families.
Yeah.
And so I was getting turned the hell up when I was 13 on just guava juice. I had like 14 of them hoes.
Guavas go.
Bro,
Stupid.
guava juice is so good.
I am really glad you brought up.
Well, hold on. He still has another one.
No, he just drafted.
No,
two.
I
Oh,
drafted
you drafted 2.
pear and guava.
Oh, that's right.
Really glad you brought up Hawaii because I completely forgot about a fruit that.
Hawaii.
Nope.
Coconut.
Pineapple.
Oh shit!
As my last pick, the value there
That
is
is-
unbelievable.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's really
he's got the best team he's
Yeah,
had in
my
a draft in a
family, myself.
while.
Tropical with it.
Well, yeah, you're very tropical. I'm Team Berry. Your team tropical. Your team strange, man. Here's what I'm going.
Strawberries aren't strange.
Is this what you were thinking? Versatility.
I think yeah.
You don't enjoy
Can I
them
guess?
just on a bite, but you get them
Cranberries?
in a tequila soda. I'm going
Oh,
limes.
limes. Oh, that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking cranberries
Interesting.
because cranberries might be one of my favorite fruits. Like I love cranberry juice.
Is
love
acai
cranberry
a
stuff.
fruit?
Bro, I don't know.
I don't know.
Thank you for tuning in. Let us know on Twitter.
Yes.
Shane about their fruit flex.
Yeah, let us know on social who you guys think won the fruit draft. We will have a fruity graphic later on.
Can we make the how you always put the things in their boxes?
Yeah.
Can we make them like if there's I don't know if can you make them
Oh,
people in a suit?
forgot about grapes.
Eh.
Oh no, yeah. That's a
Can
miss.
you like the Wiggles how they wear like fruit suits? Can you find every fruit we drafted but a person in a suit?
Probably not.
I
but I'll
don't.
try.
I don't actually want that. I just thought it would be funny.
Do your best. Again, follow us on social at
Guava
PH.
juice
Oh
and
my
4
God.
logo.
Oh my
Cody,
God, Cody.
Cody's
you
a
are
menace.
now an enemy
Seek
of the
some
state.
help.
Cody is actually
You and
watching us
Jade
from a
Loville
bar
are on
right
the
now.
list.
Cody's
Yeah.
watching us from a bar right now. So,
Drinking guava juice and 4 Loco? Like I fucking hope not.
Again,
I would
follow
go
us
confess your sins.
on social at PHNX_Sun Devils. You
Give
can
me some
follow
milk.
me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow Shane at Shane Deef. And you can follow Shawn at Shawn_Pause.
Yes.
Fruity as always.
No, tropical as always. Fucks.
We will be back
Oh.
Thursday with an audio show. But for now, peace and go check out Bets. They are live at noon.